Some pretty incredible breaking news coming out in the last 24 hours. Happening now across the United States could be a nationwide shutdown, and this is going to be unfolding due to cyber attacks against infrastructure systems in the U.S. coming from China. Now, we've been receiving these warnings from the FBI for several months that Chinese hackers had infiltrated infrastructure systems in the U.S. We had heard that there was about 24 of them. Then we received new updates that there are actually more, and they're saying significantly more, and also they're saying that they actually compromised these over the course of the last 5 years, some even longer, and they did not know. And now we're finding out, and they're saying it is at unprecedented scales, the likes of which we did not realize. Now, take a look at the headlines, and all of these coming out in the last 24 hours as the FBI warns yesterday, Sunday, February the 18th, of what's going to be coming. Take a look at this. FBI Director Wray says China cyber attacks on U.S. infrastructure is now at unprecedented scale. They're saying there is more than they realized, and this is essentially plans to shut down the entire nation and wreak havoc. Christopher Wray warns that the prepositioned malware could be triggered to disrupt critical systems in the United States. FBI Director warns China's computer attacks are now at a scale greater than we'd seen before, as vulnerable critical infrastructure remains at high risk to be targeted. FBI warns Chinese malware could threaten critical U.S. infrastructure. Agency Director Christopher Wray says Beijing hacking operations have reached a fever pitch, and FBI says China's cyber attacks on U.S. infrastructure are reaching new levels. And again, all of these coming out in the last 24 hours. Now, I'm going to be sharing with you the latest details, and I know this is not what we want to hear, but I believe that knowledge is power, and us knowing what's going on is half of the battle. So make preparations for you and your family.
Shalom, all praises, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha, Kadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops at the great millstone who do rule and teach well. Shalom to all the brothers and sisters out there listening and learning. So as you just saw in this opening clip from Steve Rams, they talking about, or it's a rumor, that China is going to perform a cyber attack on the United States infrastructure. Now, I just say this. If you know, you know. Because look, the elites, they already been talking about what we got to censor the internet. We got to silence anyone that speaks against this and speaks against that. Pretty much anyone that speaks against the elites and their agenda and exposes them for what they're doing, they want to do away with you. You see, so we already know that they've been having looks and plans to shut down the internet, to shut down the whole grid. I mean, they showed you that and Leave the World Behind, that Netflix film. They literally showed you that on CNN. It said the whole East Coast had a blackout. They showed you this in the movie. Now, people may say, oh, this is predictive programming, but no, this is actually what they're going to do. Reports came out, like 2 weeks ago, that there were rumors of the Houthis, which is in Iran-backed militant group, allegedly. They said that the Houthis, they're looking to cut Red Sea internet cables on the sea floor to pretty much cripple America's infrastructure and their economy. This is what they were saying. Now, once again, if you know, you know. They want to shut down the grid. They want to shut down the power. Number one, because these devils are losing the war on information, so they must bring an end to the spread of information. But see, the damage has already been done. The information, the cat is already out the bag. People already know what's going on. They already hip. You see, but they're going to keep talking about this thing. Oh, China is going to perform this, and Iran and the Houthis and this, that, the third. But we know that this is going to come from the American government. See, the government is going to do this to their own citizens. And if you don't think Esau will get down like that, you don't know this devil. Okay, you don't really know who you're dealing with. You see, because in order for this man to set up his NWO, he's going to go to very extreme lengths to accomplish that goal. You see, and ultimately the Most High got this in his spirit to be going this hard to fulfill his will. Even when you look at the comments, right? Let's go to the comments. One person says, I got $20 on nothing happens. You see, and this is people's ignorance, man. Okay, this is people's, you see, this is what you call normalcy bias. You see, things have always been a certain way for so long, so you get to the mindset of thinking, oh, nothing is ever going to happen. You see? And, you know, these people here have never experienced a complete nationwide blackout. They've never experienced that. So of course they can't see this happening. This is why people will say, oh, I got $20 on nothing happens. I got 50, I got 100, I got $1,000 on nothing happening. But see, when it does happen, they're going to be asked out. They're going to be crying, man. They're going to be hurt. All right. And let me bring this out in Ezekiel 7:26. It says, mischief shall come upon mischief, and rumor shall be upon rumor. Then they shall seek a vision of the prophet, but the law shall perish from the priests and counsel from the ancients. You see that? So we in the time right now where mischief is coming upon mischief. Okay, you're having a lot of ill events take place in the earth to where when these things do come to pass, it's going to catch people off guard. It's going to blindside people. Okay, so much so to the point where they're going to be running around like chickens with their head cut off. You know what I'm saying? Like they're going to be looking for answers. See, they're going to be looking for comfort in that day. That's why the scriptures say that they shall seek a vision of the prophet, but the law shall perish from the priests. And the scriptures also say that in those times that he's going to make the tongue of the prophets cleave to the roof of their mouth. Okay, so it's not going to be no more word going out. You understand? And right now, these things are just rumors. OK, like it's not confirmed that, yes, this is going to happen. But they have put out multiple articles to, let you know that, look, this is very likely to happen amongst other things. So with that being said, let me jump here. OK, because he briefly touched on, a couple things in this article. But, I'll get some more things as well. This is from the Wall Street Journal. FBI director says China cyber attacks on U.S. infrastructure now at unprecedented scale. And that word unprecedented, pretty much all of 2023, that's what you were seeing. Unprecedented this, unprecedented that. You know what I'm saying? This is a historic event. All right. And they carrying on with the same narrative, man, that these things are unprecedented, which let's go into that word unprecedented real quick. OK, let's go into that word unprecedented, man. Unprecedented, never done or known before. You see that? So what's about to take place in America and in the earth in general has never been known or seen before. OK, you think about at the time of the flood with Noah. Rain, that was an unprecedented event. That was something that people never seen or experienced before. And just like Noah was prophesying to them people back then, he was telling them, yo, it's the Lord about to flood the earth. It's about to rain. Them people back then had normalcy bias. You see, them people back then, they never seen rain fall from the sky. They never seen waters overtake the earth and rise up above the tops of mountains. That to them was unprecedented. That to them was crazy talk. Like, nah, no, you bugged out. What the hell you talking about? It's going to rain. Rain don't fall on the earth. What are you talking about? You see, but it's the same thing now. This is why even when you went to the comments on that video, people was like, basically taking it for a joke. But they don't understand what time that we're in. OK, and a lot of them people that have that mindset, they going to get done in by Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You see? All right. Matter of fact. Oh, they want you to pay. You know what? It's all good. OK, because he did touch on that article in that clip. But bottom line is this, whether it happens this month, next month, or down the line, you see a blackout is coming. The power is going to go out. The internet is going to be shut down. That's the bottom line. That's what you need to know. You see, so you need to prepare yourself spiritually, get closer to the Lord, that you can have, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to be stable when these things do happen. You understand? Because in that time, if you don't have the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to prevail against the evil that's going to happen in this world, you're going to fold to whatever Esau brings. Because you have to understand what's being set up on this earth is an order out of chaos scenario. OK, they are bringing the chaos so that a new order can arise from this. OK, and people are going to be so worn out. The scriptures speak about that he shall wear out the saints, that he shall seek to change times and laws. This is what he's doing. You see, so he's seeking to wear people out to the point where when he does bring this NWO, people are going to be so afraid, they're going to be tired of fighting. They're going to be hungry. They're going to want shelter. Ultimately, people going to want peace. Okay, they're going to want some sort of security and comfort. All right. And when Esau brings you that MOTB and he brings this new system about, people are going to be in a position to where they don't have any other option. See, that's the only option that they're going to have is to, get down with the beast agenda. You know what I'm saying? But at that point, they all going to destroy themselves, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it's already prophesied that, many people are, going to side with this devil, you see, and take his solution. Proverbs 6:14 says, "Frowardness is in his heart. He deviseth mischief continually. He sowed discord." And that's what Esau has been doing. Okay, this man is nonstop. He's in the lab, man. All right, Esau shooting in the gym nonstop and perfecting his game. You see, this man don't stop when it comes to wickedness. And likewise with us in the spirit, we should be going just as hard, for righteousness, man. You know what I'm saying? We should be going just as hard for Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. But yeah, forwardness, when you go into that word forwardness, it goes into stubbornly disobedient. Okay, contrary to righteousness, man. And that's Esau Edom. Okay, just like Cain. You know what I'm saying? When Abel gave his righteous sacrifice unto the Lord, Abel brought the firstlings of his flock. Okay, and Cain brought what? He brought the vegetables from the earth. Okay, so Cain brought a wicked sacrifice. It's not that Cain didn't know the proper sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? Is really just that Cain was forward. Okay, he was stubbornly disobedient. He was contrary. Okay, Cain knew what was right, but he did wickedly. And then he got mad and slew his brother because, he wasn't righteous like that. You see? But that's Esau Edom, man, because, Esau Edom, he's the modern day incarnation or reincarnation, should I say, of Cain before the flood. You see? And he devised mischief, you know what I'm saying? So he's always thinking about ways to do evil, okay? New ways to bring wickedness upon the earth, more ways to destroy people, okay? And that goes into sowing discord, man, okay? Which discord means confusion, all right? So this man Esau, he that he has a short time, you see what I'm saying? So he really got to ramp up the agenda and apply that pressure. You know what I'm saying? And speaking of applying pressure, let's go here. Okay, because these migrants, man, they finding out all kind of stuff. They coming down from Canada. You know what I'm saying? Like the migrants coming down from Canada. Mind you, majority of these so-called migrants or refugees are military-aged men. It's men coming down. They're not coming with women. They're not coming with children. So that's how you know that they're not coming here for a better life. No, they coming here to do some damage. Okay, they coming here to mess some stuff up. You see, and I really want to say something else, but I'm gonna just keep it PC for this lesson. You know what I'm saying? But they coming here to do some major damage, man. All right, and when you look to especially these sanctuary cities, okay, New York, Chicago, LA, Houston, Texas, you know what I'm saying? Cities like that, the crime ever since these migrants have come up have skyrocketed. Okay, suicide rates are through the roof right now. You see? So again, this is that order ab chaos. Bring that chaos here. This is the new way. Okay, this is the new order. Bow down to the image of Baal. You see, bow down to the beast and you're going to be good. But see, when people go for that, they're going to be so afraid and without faith, they're not going to be understanding. You know what I'm saying? Because real quick, the scriptures say, Yahweh Shai said, "Shall I find faith on the earth?" Roughly paraphrasing, when he returns. And the answer is very, very few people are going to have faith, man. Really, outside of the hopeful elect, faith in the earth is going to be void. Okay, because by all these events that are going to happen, it's not going to give people faith. Okay, people are going to be faithless. You see? But people are going to be in such a state of perplexity, madness, confusion, and just overall just being worn out. You know what I'm saying? They're going to accept a temporary solution only to be destroyed a short while after. Okay, that's why the scriptures say when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction. Okay, so you're going to take that MOT to the B and probably be good for a couple months. And then Yahweh Shai going to come back and fire you up. So it ain't even worth it, man. Like, you might as well just be better off going back to the spirit world and dying for righteousness' sake. If it comes to that, then to side with this devil. You know what I'm saying? But look, he got all kind of gangs up in America. You know what I'm saying? And hey, they steady coming in. And as a matter of fact, I remember bringing it out in an article a few months ago that they actually found, like, you know, cartel members in these sanctuary cities. You know what I'm saying? Who knows what happened with that, but we know that it's getting worse because these migrants are still coming in. And as a matter of fact, they flying them in now. Okay, they putting them on you know what I'm saying, private jets, and they bringing them into these cities. So you can't tell me that they not waiting for the green light for the go ahead to go ahead and you know what I'm saying, cause you know, chaos in these cities. So let's check this out real quick.
Big trouble here. I mean, these are two of the most dangerous gangs on the planet. They are prison spawn gangs. They come out of the muck and the slime of these South American prisons, which are their stronghold. They are on the lowest rung of the.
So you heard what he just said. He said they coming out of these South American prisons. So you see a lot of these, you know, men that are coming over, they're military age, they're trained already, but they coming out of prison. So you got to ask the question, have they been given a deal? You know, because what's the real purpose of why they coming up to America? Like, what's the real purpose of why they're here? You know, like you seeing videos on Twitter or X, you know what I'm saying, to where these migrants are actually, you know, practicing firing with you know, rifles and automatic weapons, handguns, and things of that nature. Where are they getting these weapons from? Who is funding these migrants, man? Because they supposed to be here to get sanctuary, right? That's the narrative that they pushing. Oh yeah, well they came here to get sanctuary from what's going on in their own nation, which America caused the chaos in these nations. That's why they're coming here. That's, you know what I'm saying, that's the whole reason why they're leaving. You see, so it all goes back to America. It all goes back to Esau, you know. But what we're dealing with right now is the purpose of why they're here. You see, and what people are going to find out is that these military age men in these gangs that have just been let out of prison, you know, they don't have nothing to lose, you see, and they have everything to gain by siding with this Biden regime. Okay, because they're getting a lot of benefits to come here, man. Make no mistake about it. They, you know, they getting set up nicely. You know, they getting free housing, you know, they getting money, they getting cell phones. They getting everything, man. And people right here in America is homeless. They down and out. They destitute, but they can't get nothing. But they got money, billions of dollars to send overseas for war with Ukraine, for war in Israel and in Palestine, for war in the South China Sea. But right here in America, you neglecting your own citizens. You actually causing your own citizens to be discontent and rise up against you. This is what Esau is doing, you see. But these people is mercenaries, man. Okay, which when you go into that, I actually got it right here. What is a mercenary? A mercenary, also called a merc, soldier of fortune, or hired gun, is a private individual who joins an armed conflict for personal profit, is otherwise an outsider to the conflict. So these men that are coming over these borders, they don't have no interest towards America. They don't care about America. This is why you're seeing crime increase in these cities as they are, because they're not here for a better life. Okay. They came here to jack some stuff up, and they've been paid by the Biden cabinet and the world banking elites, going back to the WEF and the WHO and all these other organizations, all these big wigs and fat cats, right? That's who's paying these mercenaries to come over here. You see? And is not a member of any other official military. You see that? So they're military aged, right? They have training, you know what I'm saying? Some of them are ex-military. You see what I'm saying? But they're not a part of any national militia or anything like that. But they coming up to America. They, you know what I'm saying? They're, to put it plain, they coming to America to purge, man. Okay, they coming up here to create a purge-like scenario. You see, mercenaries fight for money or other forms of payment rather than for political interests. Beginning in the 20th century, mercenaries have increasingly come to be seen as less entitled to protection by rules of war than non-mercenaries. The Geneva Conventions declare that mercenaries are not recognized as legitimate combatants and do not have to be granted the same legal protections as captured service personnel of the armed forces. In practice, whether or not a person is a mercenary may be a matter of degree, as financial and political interests may overlap. You see that? So these migrants, okay, prison gangs and other such of that certain stock, these are mercenaries, okay, because they're clearly being paid to be agent provocateurs of chaos. But let's continue.
The evolutionary ladder when it comes to organized crime, that means they're all strictly street crime, which is dangerous. They bring with them just mindless knuckle dragging violence. They kill with knives and machetes. MS-13 is well established. They're going to be the more dominant of the two gangs. They've been here for quite a while. And as you say, Dana, we knocked them down in late 2000s with just an international effort. But now they're coming back in and they're reestablishing themselves. And that bodes ill for law enforcement across the country. We're going to be living with this crime wave for decades. And I believe that Venezuela is emptying their prisons deliberately and sending these people up here, just like Castro did in the 80s.
See that? So just like Castro did in the 80s. See, so history repeats itself. Okay, this happened before, and even before the 80s, this was happening. You know what I'm saying? Because like I just brought it out, these are mercenaries, man. Okay, mercenaries have always been used in war. Okay, like for example, just like how the American military is short in every branch right now, they would hire mercenaries. Okay, that's why I said that they're hired guns. Okay, these are men that have no affiliation, no interest in whatever country's politics that they're being paid to fight for. They don't care. Okay, as long as they being paid, as long as they being given some sort of benefits, they will fight for you. You know what I'm saying? So that's why these migrants are being brought up in here to create a purge-like scenario. And hey, some of them might be used to fight in these certain wars overseas. You know what I'm saying? We just don't know. We just got to wait and see what happens. But we know that, these men are not coming over here for, peaches and cream, man. You know what I'm saying? And as a matter of fact, a lot of people are going to be peaches and cream for these men, if you know what I mean. All right. This one comment here says NYC has been sending them off to Utah, gives them plane tickets, and we aren't a sanctuary city. And it don't matter if you're a sanctuary city or not. Biden going to do what he want to do. Biden not calling the shots. He's taking orders from the elites. Okay, he's taking orders from the WE to the F. That's who he's taking orders from. So whether you a sanctuary city or not, you still going to get these migrants, man, because they want this chaos in every major city. You see, send them back. We don't want these criminals. And you see these women. All right, these women are going to be in especially bad of a case. You see, because, once these men really start to get busy and, law enforcement is defunded and ain't no cops out there on the streets like that. Listen, these women, even men, okay, but these women especially, they going to be scared to leave their damn house. You know what I'm saying? Because what are you going to do as a woman if you know what I'm saying, you want to be outside, you may want to go outside and just go for a walk or something, and you see 3 military age men, migrants that are outside, and it ain't no men around to protect you, man. You see? And this is, things are about to get back into order very soon, because once this stuff really boils over. Because listen, man, police, the time we coming into, you ain't going to be able to call no 911. You see, you're not going to be able to, call a EMP. No, you're going to be on your own. You see? And if you're a woman that ain't got no man, if you ain't got no hair, you ain't got no protection, some bad things going to happen to you. All right? Like brothers been talking about it, man. But yo, like we in that time where stuff really about to get critical. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. So going here. This is from People's Voice. All right. KFC abandoning Chicago due to rampant crime caused by leftist policy. So again, the migrant strike. Okay. The mercenaries strike again, man. All right. So KFC is leaving Chicago because crime has gotten so bad. All right. 3 KFC locations have joined the mass exodus of businesses leaving Chicago due to rampant crime caused by leftist policies, making it increasingly difficult to earn an honest living in the city. And Chicago is a sanctuary city. Okay. And I pray for brothers out there in Chicago, may Yahweh Basham Shai be with those brothers out there, keep you from the evil, man. Residents of Chicago are concerned about the future of the local economy due to the number of established businesses closing their doors and taking their business elsewhere. And was this not prophesied? Did the scriptures not say that the cities will be troubled? Second Ezra's 15 and 16, for there shall be sedition among men. Yeah, and this is going to cause sedition, because once they start opening up people's houses and telling people that no, you got to keep these migrants in your house because these shelters are overwhelmed. See, now we need to, just clear out one room and put them in there. You know what I'm saying? No, it's okay. You'll have, police outside your door to make sure nothing happens. You'll have cameras in your house. They're gonna tell you all kind of stuff. You see, but people not gonna go for that. People not gonna go for these things, man. Like, people are only gonna take but so much until they rise up and revolt against the powers that be. This is the time that we're in, a time of sedition, a time of great strife and contention. Okay, which is being brought on once again by the elites. Okay, this is what they want, man. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor princes. So Joe Biden, look, right now, the slogan, pretty much the most popular catchphrase for the Biden cabinet is FJB. Okay, F Joe Biden, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's pretty much universal at this point. Everybody says FJB, but hey, man, it ain't going to be just Joe Biden. It's going to be F the governor, F the mayor, F the local senate, F law enforcement, everybody, man. Like, everybody about to get the boot in this time that we in, because these so-called leftist policies are just egregious, man. Okay? It's just egregious. And, Proverbs 29:2 says what? When the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. Okay? And a wise judge will instruct his people in righteousness. Esau is not wise, man. You see? The scriptures say that the government of a prudent man is well ordered. Clearly, this government is not well ordered, man, because they're causing people to be unhappy. See, they're causing people to get to a point to where there's about to be a lot of bloodshed, okay, in these streets, man. You see, in invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Yeah, they're going to do what they want to do. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Why? See, they're going to desire to go into a city and shall not be able to, because it's going to be checkpoints. Okay. And it's going to come a time where if you want to go anywhere, you're going to have the MOT to the B as an identification. You see, but before that happens, they're going to have these 15-minute cities set up. You know what I'm saying? There is going to be a nationwide blackout to where the power is going to go out. Everything going to be shut down, and they're going to have to hard reset everything. So in order to get back on the internet, in order to be a part of society, you're going to have to be identified by the MOT to the B. And if you ain't got that, you ain't going to be able to go nowhere. You see what I'm saying? People that got these electric vehicles, they not going to work because the whole grid going to be shut down. You see what I'm saying? So people are going to desire to get away from the hell in their own city and travel somewhere else, but they're not going to be able to. You see, because the paths to these cities, all the roads are going to be shut off. And also, it's going to be a time of war. Okay, it's going to be a time of a great insurrection, great uprisings. A lot of death is going to envelop the land. You see, so you're not going to be able to, go on to and fro as you please, as you can right now. Nah, man, all this stuff about to stop. Okay, all this stuff about to be shut down. Why is this going to happen though? Verse 18. For because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. You see, so grown men, okay, men are going to be afraid in this time, man. So again, going back to women, how much less women, the weaker vessel? If grown men is going to be afraid, how much less the weaker vessel, man? Or how much more should I say? You see? So look, listen to the men of the Lord, man. When we tell you that the only way out of this is Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Okay, so get this while you can now. Because the time is coming where this ministry is about to be no more. The time is coming where the highways and byways is about to be no more. YouTube and Rumble and all these other platforms, peoplevoice.tv, all this is about to be scrubbed and erased, man. Okay, but that's really going to be when the game is on. Because once this ministry is done, that's how you know that we close, very close to the end. Okay, because it ain't going to be no need to prophesy no more. Because what we're prophesying of right now is going to be happening in your face. Okay. 19, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. Yeah, these damn migrants, they ain't going to have no pity, man. And the average citizen, they not going to have no pity upon their neighbor. Okay. Friends is going to turn on friends, man. You see, it's going to be families turning against one another. And let's read on. But shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of what? The lack of bread and for great tribulation. This is why it's going to go down like that, man, because it's going to be famine. It's going to be all hell breaking loose and people not going to give a damn. Once again, it's not going to be no police. It's not going to be no fire department. It's not going to be no EMP. It's not going to be no, I need to call somebody to come help me. It ain't going to be no help, man. Okay. It's not going to be no aid for you. Okay. Emergencies, EMS, they going to need EMS. Okay, the police, they're going to be like, damn, well, where the hell is my police at? You see, that's going to be the time that we're in, a time of great fear. You see, and again, this is unprecedented, man. People never seen nothing like this, but they're going to find out real soon how real that it's about to get. Okay, people about to snap out this, false reality real quick. Okay, once the heat start to come on them. You see? But residents of Chicago are concerned about the future of the local economy due to the number of established businesses closing their doors and taking their businesses elsewhere. Let's get this real quick.
Food restaurants are closing their doors.
This news came abruptly. It shocked area residents. It's left them concerned about the future of the local economy. Casey Crone is live with the latest. Casey.
Don and Scott, all 3 KFC restaurants are owned by the same franchisee. The move comes as a disappointment to neighbors and also one local alderman who tells me he was blindsided by those closures. The restaurants are located at 83rd and King Drive in Chatham, where renovations have been underway for several months. Now progress has stopped, the windows and doors boarded up. Also in Grand Crossing, the KFC at 75th and Lafayette will no longer serve customers, and in Bronzeville,
and that's another part of that great tribulation. See, the scriptures talk about that it's not going to be no work for Egypt. That pretty much, all the houses are going to be shut up, and people are going to be looking outside. The grinders are going to be few. Okay, the scriptures speak about this. Okay, crime is going to get to such an extent that businesses are going to shut down. And of course, when businesses close down, people lose their jobs. They lose their livelihood. They lose hope. Okay, which is, once again, this is why suicide is through the roof right now. Okay, people are offing themselves at an alarming rate because they're looking out into the world and it's dark. They looking out into the world and there's no hope. It's like, yo, we through, we done. You see? Because these Babylonians, man, like, this is their world. See, they don't have anything to look forward to after this. You see? So it's just like, yo, F it. I'm gonna just off myself. Like, this is just too much. And mind you, people ain't even seen nothing yet. Okay? People ain't seen nothing yet, man. Like, imagine, how bad it's gonna get when you seeing 20 people drop over here, 40 to 100, 200 people dropping over there. Like, it's going to be crazy, man. Like, it's going to be so crazy. People ain't seen nothing yet. But if people offering themselves like this already, how much more when it ain't no food? How much more when all the folly and the entertainment is done? You see, how much more when the man of the Lord is not here to tell you what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, what about that? So, hey, let's continue.
The chain at 35th and Calumet has been shuttered. This comes less than 1 month after the movie theater Cinema Chatham shut down. 6th Ward Alderman William Hall tells me these closures are a loss for the community, leaving employees out of work and corners vacant.
Well, to the entire Sixth Ward, my frustration is your frustration. We share the same frustration. I live here. I don't want to see abandonment. I don't want to see vacancy, just like you. Working hard with corporations. We are some challenging times, however. We're going to, again, look to the future. Hopefully we find or reimagine our corner, even if it means tearing down that KFC and building a new business. But we're not going to stop until that vacancy is filled.
A spokesperson with KFC.
Yeah, so look, man, America is through. These people are through. This whole world is through, man. Like, it's time. Call Allah Yahweh Bashmel Shai. It's time to get up out of here, okay? Because this wickedness, man, like, wickedness now is at an all-time high. This is like, in the days of the flood, you know what I'm saying? Like, in the days of Lot. Okay, that's the time that we're at right now, man. So yeah, the Lord must bring that judgment, and this is all a part of the judgment of Yahweh Bashmel Shai, and it's only going to get worse, man. Okay, many people are going to be, down and out, destitute more than they already are. You know what I'm saying? And let me bring this out in Daniel 11 and 32. And such as do wickedly against the covenant shall he corrupt by flatteries. But the people that do know their power shall be strong, which who knows their power? It's the hopefully elect of Yahweh Bashmel Shai. See, we know the names of our power, man. Like, we know who to call on when times get serious. You know what I'm saying? Like we know who to call on when we can't call on nobody else, because that's our only hope. Yahweh Bashmel Shai is our only salvation, man. We don't have nothing else to look forward to. Like, we don't trust in no damn police. Like, we don't trust in no local militia. No, we trust in the Lord, man. Okay, which that's, the faith that we have, that's something that the majority of these people don't have, man. Okay? They don't believe in nothing. Like, they just out here. Like, they believe in things that they can see. See, we believe in things that we can't see. You know what I'm saying? So we have, we have the advantage, over these carnal ass people, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's really going to shine through. Like, it's really going to show when chaos envelops the earth, man. Okay, like when chaos completely takes over America and takes over. You see, man, look, fear is going to cover these people like a blanket. You see what I'm saying? Like, fear is going to be on these people, and hey, you're going to see the fear in these people, man. Like, you're going to look into their eyes. They ain't even gonna be screaming. Like, you just gonna look at him and be like, yeah, he's through. Yeah, she's through. You know what I'm saying? What was that? Yeah, shall he corrupt by flatteries, but the people that do know their power shall be strong and do exploits. Verse 33, and they that understand among the people shall instruct many. Okay, but right now, see, we understand what's to come. You see, we telling people, you know what I'm saying, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashmel Shai, that look, this is coming on the earth. And we've been saying it before these reports even came out. You see, that's the whole thing about it. See, so right now, the men of the Lord are being justified. You see, so we've been set up to instruct our people, whether they hear or forbear. You see, because when these things come, nobody's going to have an excuse to say, I didn't know, or nobody told me, or, please have mercy. No. Mercy is right now. See, this is the grace period, man. Like, the time we in right now, before the hell breaks loose, this is the grace period before the Lord brings that said destruction. And when that destruction comes, it's not, you know what I'm saying, it ain't gonna be no more talking. It ain't gonna be no more repentance and forgive me. No, it's gonna be time to get judged if you ain't right. Yeah, so they that understand among the people shall instruct many, yet they shall fall by the sword and by flame, by captivity and by spoil many days. Verse 34, now when they shall fall, they shall be holpen with a little help, but many shall cleave to them with flatteries. And some of them of understanding shall fall to try them and to purge and to make them white, even to the time of the end. Why? Because it is yet for a time appointed. So this is the appointed time for destruction to come forth, man. Like the men of the Lord, starting with the elders and apostles, have been warning for decades. Okay. And all this time, nobody listened. No, you know what I'm saying? Because it seemed as if the vision was tarrying. It seemed as if prophecy was never going to come. But see, as it says in Habakkuk 2 and 3, that the vision is yet for an appointed time, and at the end it shall speak. So now is the time where the vision that was spoken aforetime by the prophets, it's speaking now. Because why? It is the appointed time for these things to come forth and manifest themselves as a sign of the end and the coming of our Lord Yahweh Shai. Understand? Yeah, but hey, many people, man, they're going to be in a pitiful case because they did not take heed. See, they were blinded by the dainties of this world. Okay. While you were out here, you was traveling, you was popping bottles, you know what I'm saying? You was all up in the club and you was trying to seek out, what you can do in this world to get ahead. Meanwhile, destruction was being prepared, man. You see, meanwhile, the Lord was so all these things in the news, people do have no idea. They have no clue as to what's going on. And it's not like they don't see it. They see these things like just like how we see it. But they turn a blind eye to it because it upsets their spirit. It's too much for them to deal with. So therefore it's like, oh no, I don't even want to deal with that. The men of the Lord, I don't even want to hear them. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a just walk on by like I don't see him, or I'm a cross the street. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how people do. But when all hell do break loose, they gonna wish that they would have listened. Okay, they're gonna wish that they had received the knowledge, that they would have had a relationship with the Lord, so that they might be saved. Because one thing about it, yeah, we can tell you what's gonna happen. We can show you how to, repent and walk in the righteous path, but we can't save you. You see what I'm saying? We can't save you. Just like the old saying goes, you can lead a horse to the water, but you can't make him drink it, man. You see, we can show you the living waters, okay, but we can't make you drink of it. You know what I'm saying? That's all up to you. That's why the scriptures say that, you must work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. This is why the scriptures say what it say, man. All right. Because it is yet for a time appointed. Verse 36, and the king shall do according to his will, and he shall exalt himself and magnify himself above every power, and shall speak marvelous things against the God of gods, which is Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and shall prosper till the indignation, okay, which indignation is what? Sin, okay, stubborn, disobedience, till the indignation be accomplished, for that is determined shall be done. So we're in a time where the vision is speaking loud and clear, you see. And even Jeremiah 30:7, classic scripture, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. So we come into the time of Jacob's trouble, okay, where once again death and pain, okay, the Lord about to bring the pain on the earth, man. And it's going to be unprecedented pain, something which you never seen, never felt before. Okay, like it's going to shake people's whole world to their core. Revelation 3:10, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. So this is the hour of temptation, the time of Jacob's trouble. Okay, the time of the manifestation of the end. You see, so the good news for us, if Lord willing, we stay on the straight and narrow path, the Lord is going to save us, man. Just like he did them 3 Hebrew boys when they refused to bow down to the image of the beast and they was thrown into that fiery furnace. What? Yahweh Shai was with them. Okay. The Lord made a way for them to escape that evil, to escape that judgment. So we want to be in that same stead, but it's our temptation, man. It's going to come upon everybody. Everybody going to be tried. Okay. Everybody gonna have to, whether you proclaim that you a prophet or whether you, proclaim that you believe, everybody gonna be put to the test, man. Like your faith is gonna be put to the test. So you have to know that. So, hey, you gotta be prepared to withstand the evil time, which is pray that the Lord have mercy, that you be given strength to overcome whatever trial that you got to go through. You know what I'm saying? Because each and every brother and sister, we gonna have our own trial to go through, you know what I'm saying? And hey, Lord willing, the Lord be with us that we can make it through. As the scriptures say, he that endured to the end, the same shall be saved. Let me get this last article from New York Post and close out. Inside Mayor Adams' migrant debit card, boondoggle. That's a funny word, boondoggle. No bid bank gets $50 million border crossers up to 10,000 each. So they pretty much saying that they gonna give these migrants, these border crossers, 10,000 each to set themselves up. And this goes into the paid mercenary, okay? Because they giving these people benefits, man. They giving these migrants more benefits than the average American citizen. That's how you know something ain't right. It takes money to make money, as the old saying goes. And apparently it also takes money as much as $53 million to give money away. Earlier this month, the Post broke the story that Mayor Eric Adams is giving out prepaid cash cards to migrants. Unusually for the mayor, Adams didn't publicize this story himself, and his administration for nearly a month has failed to correct several public misperceptions about it. One perception is that the program allows the city to give out just $50 million to migrants. No wonder the mayor has been reticent. This debit card program, if you read the actual contract, has the potential to become an open-ended, multi-billion-dollar Bermuda Triangle of disappearing, untraceable cash used for any purpose. So if it says for any purpose and it's untraceable, when these migrants are given these cards, right, they can get whatever they want. So if they want to go out and they want to buy guns and ammos, right? If they want to go out and they want to buy explosives or whatever the case may be, whatever they're going to use this money to do, we know that it's not going to be for nothing good, because these are military-aged men. These are paid mercenaries, man. So you give a criminal, okay, you give a psychopath $10,000. What do you think is going to happen? So hey, look, man, these devils, they about to bring the pain, man. Okay, we can't say it enough. They about to bring the pain, and it's about to be critical out here in these streets, man. All right. It will give migrants up to $10,000 each in taxpayer money. That's the cold part about it. Taxpayer money. But then when you file your taxes at the end of the year, if you ain't got no kids, you ain't getting back nothing. Okay, you getting back peanuts, man. But these migrants come over here and they getting $10,000 on a debit card to do whatever they want, and they're not going to be penalized. They're not going to be taxed. You see, it's just free money. This is crazy, man. Like, this is really crazy. It will give migrants up to $10,000 each in taxpayer money with no ID check, no restrictions, and no fraud control. You see that? So it's pretty much like they giving these migrants money to just buy things like it's on a black market. Okay, you can go out and buy things. We're not gonna know who's buying it. You oh man. And this dude, man, you know what I'm saying, Eric Adams, he's not the one in charge. See, he's just set up. Okay, he's down with the WEF agenda as well. Okay, and if he blows the whistle, you already know what they're gonna do to him. You know what I'm saying? So there's a gag order on these leaders, man. You know, they already know what's going down, but they don't have no power to stop it. And yeah, they gotta go down, get down with the get down, or else they're gonna be put down. You see? Let's see here. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. That's pretty much the point of this article. You know what I'm saying? So we already know what's going to become of this. Nothing good is going to come, and Americans, they about to catch pure hell. So let's close out on this scripture here in Job. Let me get Job 5, and I'll start at 19. It says, cause look, man, even though all this evil is coming, the good news is the true believers, the hopefully elect, we have light at the end of the tunnel. See, we have hope beyond this world. See, we have hope that we're gonna get through this destruction and evil. See, and look, it's already written. It's already written that we're gonna have the victory. All we gotta do is persevere through whatever trial that the Lord is gonna put on us, man. But look, we already won. Okay, we already won. Job 5 and 19, he shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. Yeah. In 7, there shall no evil touch thee. In famine, he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. You see that? So call her Lord Yahweh Shem Shai. It's already written that we're going to win, man. Okay, all we got to do is keep the faith. Okay, stay on that straight and narrow path. Do not deviate, man. Do not fall out. Do not start getting off into damnable heresies and bugged out doctrines and just going off. No, you got to continue on the righteous path, man. That's the only way that you're going to be granted these mercies. Okay, even the sure mercies of David from Yahweh Shem Shai. Verse 21, thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. Verse 22, at destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth, For thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee. And thou shalt know that thy tabernacle shall be in peace, and thou shalt visit thy habitation, and shalt not sin. Thou shalt know also that thy seed shall be great, and thine offspring as the grass of the earth. So there you have it. This is a promise from the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai, that if we keep the faith, okay, if we keep his sayings, if we continue and do not bow down to the image of the beast, you know what I'm saying, whether we get our heads chopped off, you know, or whether we're thrown in prison, you know what I'm saying, or we might have to be hungry for a little while, you know, if we keep our faith, we're gonna be good, man. Like that's the bottom line. See, we doing this for the Lord, man. Like, this is not about us, you know. Like, a lot of brothers, man, you know, some guys are in this thing for the wrong reasons, you know what I'm saying? Like, they want to have a name, you know what I'm saying? Like, they want to be the top guy. They want to be known for having the best breakdowns. But look, it ain't about none of that, man. Like, this is ultimately about glorifying Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. And see, sometimes when you get to a certain status, and hey, the scriptures say that pride puffeth up. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, brothers get a little knowledge, and, they get a little, following, and then it just gets to their head, and then they forget what this thing is all about. You see? They really forget what this thing is all about, man. This is about exalting Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. It ain't about you. It's not about what you're coming with. You know what I'm saying? And if you do anything, then you should exalt Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai in that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's really what it all go back to. Like, we doing this so that we can hopefully be saved and inherit the kingdom of heaven and be joint heirs with our Lord Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying? So if you involved in this thing for anything other than that, I mean, hey, you really need to repent, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to seek the Lord and pray that he take them demons off you. You know what I'm saying? Because time is too short to be going off and just being in folly. You know what I'm saying? So I'll go ahead and end this lesson here. Hopefully it was edifying through the Rakah Kadash. And until next time, Lord willing, shalom to the elect.